Providence Television International, the game changer, taking you to the outer limits of television.
Welcome to this special program for the Yuletide. We'll be looking at a very wonderful topic, but then I am Ugbebo Ikekwa, and with me to discuss an issue that is quite relevant to the season is the CEO Providence Television International.
Well, this is Emmanuel Egari. I'd like to say welcome to this special program on our station, and it is safe driving at Christmas. I'm very passionate about Christmas, really. I'm also passionate about safe driving, of safety on our roads. So you're going to see some very weird images as we get along. I'm sure that this will instill some discipline into our motorists as we get along. Yes, back to you.
Just before we go on, I want to ask directly, sir, what is this whole craze about Christmas, especially when it comes to driving?
Well, I don't know. I think it's, people go overboard, obviously, because it's a season that brings everybody together, whether you are Christians or Muslims or ATR, African traditional religion. Christmas is a special season. All right, it's a season of goodwill to all men. So regardless of your religious affiliation, you want to celebrate. And in any case, it's happening at the end of the year. So that makes it even more special. But that does not mean that people should just go overboard. This is when you have excessive drinking,
Yes.
Excessive dangerous driving, okay? On the highway, not just within the metropolis, on the highways, you want to see how people drive. It's crazy. I mean, you want to attest to the madness on our roads. And I think that's what we want to focus on today on this program.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The focus is safe driving at Christmas. Would it be, you see, so many people will want to wait until it is the end of the year before they go for this rush buying as regards goods. Do you think that this could be part of the reasons why some vehicles happen to have crashes on the highways during the Christmas season?
It's bad planning.
Okay.
It's bad planning because, yes, there's the rush thing at Christmas, but it shouldn't be. If you want to do Christmas shopping, why must you wait till December, the middle of December? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, you can do all your shopping readiness for Christmas if you want to celebrate, that is. Okay, but people do all kinds of things. They rush as if that is part of the celebration. They enjoy this rush part of it, which doesn't add up really. And traders take advantage of this.
Okay.
You know, inflation comes in very readily, and it shouldn't be. I mean, chicken that we used to buy ordinarily for about 15,000, 20,000 will now go up to about 35,000
yes.
during the Christmas proper. Yes, even ram and things like that. So it's our own creation.
Okay.
Yes, we shouldn't be really. It's our own innate creation. And I want to advise that when people are preparing for celebrations such as this, they should shop earlier.
Okay.
You know, and for those, the traders, the entrepreneurs, they should have what, I mean, it happens in England, for instance, when you reduce prices deliberately, readiness for Christmas. I think we should do that kind of thing here. We should have sufficient discounts so that people can buy in readiness for the season.
Readiness for the season. Around this period on the highways, you get to see vehicles loaded with goods. What is your take on this development?
If you want to see real madness, go to the roads at Christmas time, such as this. I'm going to show you some pictures. Let's have some pictures there. Yeah, this is terrible. I mean, this is really terrible. You begin to wonder if normal human beings can do this kind of thing. I'm happy though that road safety official is there, but I'm not sure they're apprehended enough.
Okay.
Because they need to do a lot of analysis. For instance, I mean, that's exactly what we are doing now, to enlighten people about the dangers involved in overloading.
Yes.
That's one. Show another one, please. This is a vehicle that ordinarily shouldn't carry things like, I mean, but look at it, for instance, and this is happening in this country.
Yes.
Look at it. The vehicle itself is bent,
Exactly.
completely bent. There's pressure on the body of the vehicle. There's pressure on the tires.
Yes.
Okay? Apparently, Yes, that's another one. You begin to ask yourself, are Nigerians special people? For heaven's sake. I mean, how can somebody do this kind of thing?
Exactly.
Where is he carrying the goods to?
Mm.
I mean, I don't understand the way Nigerians behave. How can you park such things? Twice the weight of the vehicle. Twice or 4 times the weight of the vehicle.
Yeah.
How can you? And yet they go past officials and they get to their destination. Sometimes they get to their destination, but most times they create room for crashes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the tragedy of it all. Maybe if we have another picture that has to do with overloading of goods. Yes, that's another one. Is this a normal person? The driver of this vehicle, can you consider him a normal
Now,
person?
how is he going to?
He cannot see the back.
He cannot.
He cannot access the back, even from his mirror.
Yes.
He cannot.
Yes.
All right? And these things can tip over.
Oh,
I mean, they are
definitely.
tied with just strings and things like that. They can tip over and they become obvious danger to nearby vehicles.
And if you would have noticed, there's a kind of craft that they seem to have, the people that package these goods, to be able to, for such cars to carry such weight.
I mean, it's unimaginable. I have thought of it over and over again. Our drivers, to get your license, you must go for psychiatric analysis.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
nobody in his right senses will
Yes.
do this kind of thing. In any case, outside this country, you cannot do that and get away with it. It is only in Nigeria you have things like this, unfortunately. Because show that picture again. A normal human being cannot do this.
Exactly.
No, you cannot.
Exactly.
Ordinarily, you cannot. The goods there, they could be rice, it could be whatever, they can tip over unexpectedly and they become a danger to other road users, other motorists. Okay? The driver obviously cannot see the back. The mirror is blocked. You cannot.
Definitely.
Yes, you cannot. In any case, things like this don't even have mirrors to start with.
Mm.
They don't have mirror. They don't have good brakes. Okay?
Yeah.
Nothing is perfectly okay with a vehicle such as this, with this kind of load. Yes, payload, as a matter of fact.
And so it makes one wonder, what about the authorities? Are there no individuals that are supposed to be in charge of checking such issues?
Okay, look at this fellow. Firewood. Firewood. Firewood on top of a vehicle. Look at the tires. The tires have gone down at the back.
Yes.
Obviously. The boot, everything. Look at inside, at the back seat. It is all packed with firewood. Firewood. And the passenger is enjoying himself. He will go past some agents, law enforcement agents. He will tip them, maybe 1,000, 2,000, and he goes his way. But there is a danger, obvious. The danger is not just to the motorist, the driver of this vehicle, to other road users. Okay? That's the country where we found ourselves. And these things happen more, even when Yuletide season. You go on the roads, you see all kinds of contraptions.
Exactly.
All kinds of contraptions on our roads.
And it brings me to the issue of the National Orientation Agency. Is it that such individuals, or rather the National Orientation Agency, doesn't have a role to play in something like this kind of development?
What do we call them? National Orientation. This is all part of their brief. If they sensitize the people, luckily, I mean, we are doing that now as a media organization. But you see, the National Orientation Agency, orientation covers everything in terms of attitude, in terms of behavioral pattern and all of that. They should do their work. I've said it here repeatedly on this station. They should do their work to enlighten our motorists. Yes, so that they don't become obvious danger to other road users. I mean, don't let us leave it to just Federal Road Safety Corps alone, because these things work better when you have a synthesis of ideas, synthesis of operations. They work better. Okay, it's like the FRC itself is overwhelmed. Yes, terribly overwhelmed when you see things like this.
Exactly.
Yes.
You talked about psychiatric evaluation.
Yes.
The next issue we'll be discussing, when you talk about overload of passengers, this would not have to do with the drivers. Now, what about the individuals who get into such vehicles? Can we have a look at some pictures that we have as regards?
Look at this picture. They remove the boot. They remove the boot. And they now put passengers. In other words, the interior of the vehicle is overloaded to start with. Then they now remove the boot and put passengers there. I mean, this can only be the essence of madness. It's the height of insanity. Look at it. Look at it. This is happening in our country. Look at it.
Exactly.
It is terrible. I mean, the things. Look at another one. In fact, I don't know how they get to the top. Well, they may have some ladders to get to the top. They do. I mean, things that are so strange happen in this country. And this is part of it. It's part of our national life, unfortunately. This cannot happen in sane societies. It is not possible. You can't find this kind of thing anywhere in Europe. You cannot. It's only in this part of the world you find this kind of nonsense. Look at the tailboard of that vehicle. Look at the top, the roof of the vehicle, loaded with not just goods now, except human beings cannot be called goods. Overloaded with human beings. At the slightest impact, there is disaster.
Exactly.
Yes, at the slightest impact. Look at another one. Look, you see, it's tipping over to the left. That vehicle you have on the left there is in danger because anything could. Look at it now. It is tipping over gradually. Yes, and usually when it tips over like that, nothing stops it. Yes, if it's a small vehicle like this one, now it goes. It goes completely together with the passengers inside. So
my wonder is this: what about the passengers? Is it that they have no thought? This is not the case of the driver now. Yeah, the driver actually needs money.
The driver puts the passengers there.
Is it that the passengers
themselves have lost reason completely? I mean, how can you, because you want to get quickly to your destination, you enter a contraption like this? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Some of them struggle with space against animals and foodstuff and things like that. So it's really amazing. It's really amazing, and I can't help but weep for this country when you have things like this on our roads. On our roads are supposed to be for safe driving, but look at the images we have been seeing.
Exactly.
No, far from sanity. Very far from sanity.
Really very far from sanity, but I still think that even the passengers themselves need a level of psychiatric evaluation. I, for one, wouldn't dare.
Yes, you can't do it because you are enlightened. Most of the passengers in any case are not enlightened.
Now, you actually mentioned something as regards one of those pictures. The car was almost tipping over. It brings us to the road worthiness of some of these vehicles. What's your take?
No vehicle that does this kind of stuff that we have been seeing can be roadworthy.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, the drivers, the motorists carefully choose the kind of vehicles that will do this kind of rubbish. Yeah. But let's see some of these images. Look at this car, for instance. Look at the engine. This cannot be roadworthy, for heaven's sake. This cannot be a roadworthy vehicle. And this is probably in Lagos or Ogun State, one of those states there. But yes, look, this one even made me laugh. It made me laugh. That's the driver's seat.
Exactly.
That's the driver's seat. Look at all the wires below the wheel.
Yes.
The driver's seat has no seat
all.
Properly called. That's a foam. The driver will sit there and he will be driving. He will be enjoying himself.
I'm even looking out for the accelerator pedal. I can't find it.
You can't find it. Maybe they tied a wire there or something, or just to do what they are doing. Let's show another one. These are all contraptions. They cannot be vehicles. They cannot be. This is even on the road. Exactly. It's supposed to be moving on the road. Yes. But that's what it is.
The question though is, because we seem to have
look at this. This one is even bent. It's bent already.
Exactly.
It's bent already. Anytime from that moment, it could break into two.
Yes.
It could break into two, and they won't care. They won't care. Look. Take a look at it. It's bent already. I don't know. Look at the door is even tied with a rope. No, Nigerian side. There are different species. Honestly, Nigerians are just terrible.
Only in Nigeria.
Only in Nigeria.
Can you
look at the door? It is tied. It is tied with a rope.
And so, would you say that there are overlapping functions between the FRC and the vehicle inspection officers? They should see, like, the kind of things that we're seeing now.
Well, I think all the organizations responsible for road safety, they should work in tandem.
Okay.
All of them. You just mentioned one of them, the VIO, should work in tandem with the FRC man. The FRC should work in tandem with LASTMA. Let's have them one after the other. Let's have FRC. I think we have FRC there somewhere. Yeah, this FRC. Okay. And what's the acronym for? Federal Road Safety Corps. Yes, quite meaningful. Very meaningful acronym. That's one. Let's talk about LASTMA. LASTMA is in Lagos. That's LASTMA.
Yes.
Okay. Road management. Let's talk about ESMA in Edo State. That's ESMA, about road. Let's talk about the police. The police, looking at vehicle particulars and all of that.
Okay.
There's a new one now, the road marshal, the Edo State Police Officers Mess, honorary members Police Officers Mess.
Yes.
Let's have that picture. That's the one.
Exactly.
It was launched only a few days ago, all working together to ensure safety on our roads. So we cannot say that we lack the personnel.
Okay.
All we need to do, and don't forget the National Orientation Agency. That should even be at they should cap everything. National orientation. All right, but you see our fragments, huge fragments of misdemeanor in all of these things. I'm talking about the road users, particularly the motorists.
I believe that such vehicles that we saw now, such rickety vehicles that we saw now, they should be impounded and put off the road, because I wonder how
do you impound such vehicles? How do you impound this kind of thing? Tell me. You cannot even oh goodness, they cannot even move this kind of vehicle. How do you impound it? That is even the tires are gone. Look at the tires at the back, even the front.
Gone. It baffles me. I think the roads were better when this picture was taken, because it brings me to another issue: the state of our roads.
Well, the roads are not helping matters. Some roads across the country are just not there. You don't call them roads. They are all contraptions, actually. And once you force yourself to go on such roads, be sure that the next day you're going to the mechanic's workshop.
Okay.
Okay? For one reason or the other. Let's have some pictures of some roads we are talking about. I mean, look at it, for instance.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Roads.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's a pity when you have a vehicle and you want to pass through a road like this, you're creating nightmares for yourself.
Exactly.
Yes, real nightmares.
Exactly.
Yes. Can we have another one? Yes, this in Lagos, for instance. You can tell from the color of the vehicles there.
Yeah.
Okay? And you go through this kind of nightmarish experience. Look at this, for instance.
Exactly.
He's going to pay those boys. The motorist is going to pay those boys, and that's a Mercedes, by the way.
Yeah.
He's going to help. He's going to pay them for pushing the car out of that mess. He's going to pay them whether he likes it or not. Then, of course, you go to the mechanic's workshop the next day. It is terrible. So driving in this country, there's so much madness on our roads. So much madness. If I was even thinking that, why can't we change the topic to madness on our roads? But we said we should be modest. And we change it to safe driving at Christmas. Yes,
exactly.
but that's what it is. That's what it is. I'm at pains because I see some of these things very often, and I bleed. I bleed. I feel internal hemorrhage. Seeing this kind of thing. We've lost a lot of lives. Let's look at the crashes.
Exactly.
Yes, the result of crashes. Yes, and you'll be shocked. Vehicles are mangled, sometimes with bodies. Look at this. As a result of overtaking, dangerous overtaking, that vehicle is gone completely. Completely. Yes, can we have another one? Look at this. Gone completely.
Dangerous overtaking.
Dangerous overtaking. This is the result. And when you keep telling people that you must look carefully, you must be able to judge between speed and distance. Yes, that's what overtaking is all about. Speed and distance.
Yes.
All right, but they are not able to discern all of these things. And then they overtake at the wrong time. They run into an oncoming vehicle.
Exactly.
Yes, and then you have a crash.
But that it still brings us to this issue of getting the driver's license. Anybody just wakes up today and the next thing he goes to apply for a driver's license, and some of them do not even move a vehicle before they are given the licenses.
Time was when driver's license was delivered to the prospective motorist at home.
Yes.
Yes, without going through proper driving school and things like that. But I think that is being remodeled now. I mean, things are even done online. It makes it easier. But there must be physical evaluation.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it used to happen. That was the duty of the VIOs in those days and the police combined. They must put you through the test. How do you maneuver? How do you change your gear system? Most cars now automatic, by the way. But in those days, how do you change from one gear to the other? They will teach you all of that. All right? They will take you on the road. How do you overtake? What happens most times is that people overtake at the bend.
Yes.
And you shouldn't do that because you are not seeing the oncoming vehicle. You must overtake as a straight line. Yeah, so you can see the oncoming vehicle. That's what I said earlier on. Overtaking means you must judge perfectly between speed and distance. Yes, your judgment must not be impaired. That's why it is dangerous for people to drink.
Exactly.
Because once you drink and you drive, your vision is impaired. You cannot see. Rather than see clearly, you will see what they call a mirage.
Yes.
You know, you will be seeing a river in front, and it's a mirage.
Mm.
Okay? So once your head is clear of substances, then you can judge perfectly well.
You mentioned drinking. I agree that the FRSC, they put in quite some efforts as regards orientation, but you still have drivers who, apart from the Yuletide season, even within the town, some drivers, they even have their alcoholic drinks with them even while driving. And
They do.
yes, and,
They
and do you think that this menace can be curbed?
It can be curbed, particularly for these transport operators, where you have their terminus. No alcoholic drink should be sold on those spots. Because, look, some motorists will take Kankai, this local gin,
Yeah.
or it will go into their head. They will add tramadol. That's two.
Mm.
Some of them will be ingenious enough to add tobacco, snuff.
Mm.
Then to cap it all, some of them will take marijuana.
Yeah.
All in one head. How can they drive with their heads firmly fixed on their shoulders? No, it's not possible. It's not. So their vision, first of all, will be blurred.
I just laughed because you talked about the mirage. There's no way you can avoid the mirage.
There's no
That
mirage.
under that kind of influence.
They will be seeing double vision. We call it.
Exactly.
They will be seeing a mirage in front, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Because your vision is impaired. You will think there's a stream up there, and there's no stream. You know, they want to avoid the stream, then they run into the bush.
Into the bush.
Vision impairment. That's what it is.
It still brings us to our safety managers.
Of course, yes. Of course, once you remove the issue of substances,
Yes.
you must drive with a clear head. Clear head. Because driving has its nuances. Yes, very negative nuances. Driving, you must concentrate. That's what it is. You must concentrate and pay attention to details. And you must listen carefully when you are driving. Because you see, your engine could be making some noise. And then you park quietly and look at what is going on. Some will hear some strange sounds from the engine and continue to drive along. No. All your senses must be up and doing. Sight. You must see clearly. Hearing. Smell. Suppose something is burning. So, you must smell. You must learn to smell. Yes. All of these things should come together. All the senses should come together.
Yes, okay. Well, let us veer a little. Even with all the campaigns against night driving, some people still tell you that they prefer night travel.
It's going to be worse. Usually it's worse during Christmas. People want to get to their destination, even if it means getting there at 12 midnight.
Yes.
So they even urge, you see, this is the irony, and it's the danger really. They even urge the driver to move fast. Yes, to move fast. Even when the driver is careful, but he wants to, he's under severe pressure. He wants to listen to the passengers, and they urge him on. Please, I want to meet my family. Why didn't you leave early? Okay. Now they put pressure on the driver, and the driver now goes at breakneck speed, and usually it goes into a crash. Yes. And sometimes I don't know how they do it. Most of the crashes that I have seen, the drivers escape.
Yes.
Because they see it coming, you know. Either they jump out quickly or something, and then the drivers, or rather the passengers, are left to their own design. Yes.
Talking about passengers, most passengers, no matter how they are being cajoled, they refuse to sign the passengers' manifest. And of what importance, if you could enlighten the public, is the passengers' manifest? Because
should anything happen, who is your next of kin? So that you can locate the next of kin. The telephone, there's a space for telephone and stuff like that. Some of them are particularly, I don't know, they take things for granted, really.
Okay.
They really take things for granted. And these little things matter a lot. When they take your name, or the name of your, yes, your name will be there, the name of your the next of
Exactly.
kin and the telephone numbers will be there. Should
Yeah.
anything happen,
Mm.
yeah, they can quickly contact. Look, something has happened. Please come and check or whatever. That's the essence.
At the time, there was the time I was traveling, and the vehicle did not move because there was this particular woman that said she wasn't going to sign.
Why?
And they were like, "Okay, madam, you come down from the car. Somebody who's ready to sign will sign." I said
Of
she wasn't
course.
coming down.
Well, that's the Nigerian attitude. That's Nigerian attitude, which boils down to madness.
Hmm.
Madness. I mean, there are so many versions of madness on our roads. The driver is involved, the passengers are involved, the vehicles are involved, the roads are also there. Yes, because particularly at this time, there's heavy traffic
Yeah.
from different parts of the country. If the roads are not fixed and people move on those roads, they are bound to run into danger because the traffic is heavy at this point in time. Except now that we have banditry and all sorts of things, that people will relax a little bit. But trust some people from some parts of the country, they will still travel. Particularly our brethren from the eastern parts of the country.
Yes.
Whether there is banditry or not, they will travel.
Definitely.
Yes, at every single opportunity, they travel. And they travel in all kinds of contraptions. Yes.
I don't know if you would have noticed. We used to have at the time road signs, even around Benin Metropolis, but we don't even see that anymore. And what do they adduce to?
Is it only road signs? Even some traffic lights don't work.
All right. Oh yes.
Yes,
Oh,
they
yes.
work at cross purposes.
Hmm.
Yes. Some will just stay on one place, just blinking.
Quite true.
Just blinking. And there are people who are supposed to be in charge of all these facilities.
Hmm.
Yes. Road signs, in any case, there are many drivers. I can tell you that for free. There are many drivers who do not even understand the road signs. They do not understand. They just all they do is get into the driver's wheel, or driver's seat, handle the wheel, and off they go. As long as they get to their destination. How they get there is not your business. Yes. It is their own business. And they will tell you that they've been driving for 25 years or more. Yes, they will tell you that. If a passenger dares it to tell them to drive slowly, there's a retort. Please don't teach me my job.
Yes,
I've been driving for the past 30 years. I've been driving before you were born. But that does not make up for safety. It does not make up for safety. Okay? I used to enjoy usually on the road to Abuja in those days when the road was nearly perfect. They would tell you at I can't remember exactly the phrases now. At 80 kilometers per hour, you are this. At 100 kilometers per
Yes.
hour, you are
Yes,
that.
Yes. Yes.
At 150 kilometers, just say bye bye. Bye bye. You are on your way to heaven. You know. Oh, I liked it in those days.
Yeah.
At 100, moderate. 120, moderate. 150, don't forget it. Say bye bye to your people at home because you're way there. So we should. And there was one that really caught my fancy. If you are able to read this, it was hanging up there.
Okay.
If you are able to read this, it means you are driving slowly. To be able to read it. If you are not able to read it, then it means you are too fast. So you go your way. You go to your way to perdition.
And so, would you say that a whole lot has to be done as regards road safety in Nigeria?
Road safety, yes. Road safety. Because you know the number of people that travel on the road on a daily basis. Look at our transport system. The number of people on a daily basis. You are talking of millions that travel on a basis across the country. Across. People are moving from Lagos to Kano, from Kano to Maiduguri, from Maiduguri to Enugu, Enugu to wherever. On the move. And look at our population. So we must take care of the roads. Must take care of the roads, and road safety is important to keep these people alive. Yes.
All right, just before we go, I wanted to just touch on this a little. What actually is the essence of Christmas? Because remember you mentioned just as at the time we were starting off this program that for so many people, this period is a time to drink to stupor, spend excessively and all that. What actually is the essence of Christmas?
Christmas is patterned after Christ. There's a reason for this season, as people will say. And the reason is, let us look at the life of Christ. What was it like? Humility. Yes. Humility. Service. Compassion. Those are the attributes brought about by Christ, whose birthday we are celebrating. So we must liaise with all these attributes properly, and we must situate ourselves into them in such a way that we're going to be like Christ. Christ was never an author of confusion. Yes. You could find grace in him, find piety, compassion, kindness, humility, peace. In any case, he was the author of peace. He was the Prince of Peace. All of these things should impinge on our psyche and our consciousness during Christmas. If you must celebrate quietly. Don't be lavish. Don't spend lavishly. And don't be boisterous in the circumstance. Yes, and people drink, as Riley said, they drink to stupor. In fact, Christmas Day, you'll find people in the church. From the church, they move to beer parlor. As if they have been primed to do that. And that is not right. It is not right. It's a moment for sober reflection. Enjoy yourself with your family. Yes, why not? That is allowed. Go to picnics. Yeah, take the kids out, particularly grandchildren. Take them to a place of recreation and all of that. Let them feel it. Let them feel the allure of the season. Okay? But in all of this, let us remember that Christ, who we celebrate, is the Prince of Peace.
And just before we go, the CEO has a parting shot.
Yeah, the parting shot will not be too different from all that we have been saying. Please, those who have these tendencies to go around stealing and doing all sorts of things, you must have a rethink. Some are already thinking of how to go and break into people's houses at Christmas because they know that there will be money will flow at this point in time. Please, the police should be on top of their game. Let them be more vigilant. Not just a question of asking people not to use bangers and things like. It goes beyond that. All these night marauders doing petty stuff. The police must put a stop to all of that. And lastly, I'm happy about what the Minister of Defense has said, that it will bring banditry to a standstill. Yes. Let us see it at this Christmas. Let us have a feel of it at this Christmas. Let us not see a situation where bandits or terrorists will go into churches, because churches will be filled up on Christmas Day or days before Christmas. Let us know that he's serious about what he has said.
Okay, well, I'm not letting the cat out of the bag, proverbially, but then just to give you a feel of what you should expect in our next special interview segment. You have noticed that during the expert season, we have fuel hues around Benin Metropolis and across the nation. Are we going to have a repetition of that during this expert celebration? And so, as the game changer, we'll tell you to keep your fingers crossed as we'll continue to present you with wonderful programs. Thanks for watching.